Most people think they need more discipline, more motivation, a better strategy, another system to follow. But here's the truth. You can't build a better life with a foggy mind. That's the real problem, and almost nobody is talking about it. Modern life has created a strange kind of exhaustion. Not physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion. Most people aren't operating from clarity anymore. They're operating from noise, notifications, expectations, pressure, fear, comparison, survival mode. And when your mind is that overloaded, you stop hearing yourself. You stop knowing what actually matters to you. That's why so many intelligent people feel stuck. They're trying to make life decisions from inside mental chaos. Career decisions, financial decisions, purpose decisions, all while internally overwhelmed. And here's where most people make the mistake. They try to solve mental overload with more mental input, more podcasts, more content, more advice, more information. But clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from quieting the noise long enough to hear what's already underneath it. And when you understand that, everything changes. A mental clarity reset is not about escaping your life. It's about reconnecting with yourself. It's creating enough internal silence that your real priorities become visible again. Because deep down, most people already know what matters to them. They've always known, but those signals get buried, under stress, under fear, under survival mode, under the constant noise of modern life. And when the fog clears, something incredible starts to happen. You stop chasing things that don't actually matter to you, and you start building a life that actually feels aligned. When your mind becomes clear, decisions become easier, not because life gets simpler, but because your internal signal becomes stronger than external noise. You start asking different questions. Instead of, how do I impress people? You start asking, what kind of life actually feels meaningful? Instead of, how do I survive? You start asking, how do I build something aligned with who I actually am? Instead of, what do others expect from me? You start asking, what actually matters to me? That's the power of clarity. It doesn't just fix your focus. It reorganizes your entire life. This is where practices like alpha state training became important to me. The alpha state is a specific mental frequency, a deeply relaxed but fully aware state where the noise starts to settle on its own. Most people only access this naturally, right before sleep, or during rare moments of deep peace. But when you learn to access it intentionally, you start to think differently. You become less reactive, less scattered, less emotionally driven by external noise, and slowly, you start reconnecting with yourself again. I'll leave a link in the description to a free alpha training package I put together. No pitch, no upsell, just the practice. If it resonates, it'll be obvious why. If it doesn't, no loss. Most people don't need another motivational speech. They need mental space. Because once the noise quiets down, clarity starts speaking. And clarity changes everything. This channel is about building a more intentional life through systems, internal systems, mental systems, life systems. Because freedom isn't just financial, it's mental, it's emotional, it's structural, and it starts by learning how to think clearly again. If this resonated, subscribe. We're going deeper into mental clarity, intentional living, alpha state training, systems thinking, and building a life aligned with who you actually are. The link to the free alpha training package is in the description. Everything else you need is already inside you.